I would love to. Ladies and gentlemen, from the county of Redwood, in the town of Walnut Grove, everyone give Nicole Elzenga a big hand.
Welcome back. Well, thank you for inviting me back again. I mean, 3 times.
Exactly.
3rd time's a charm.
Exactly. We're thrilled to have you. We'd have you more if you could make it. But you're so busy in Walnut Grove. Can you tell us?
And we've heard, because we've heard you have really big news.
Excitement things.
Big news. I myself turned 40 this year, but not just me. The TV show Little House on the Prairie that was on NBC, you know, many years ago.
Of course.
Turns 40 this year as well.
Really?
And the museum started just 1 month after the TV show, so we're celebrating our 40th anniversary.
Talk about serendipity, huh?
Oh, wow.
It's perfect.
Just 1 month after.
1 month.
Why?
Well, Walnut Grove is such a small town,
Yeah,
and Laura's book, On the Banks of Plum Creek, it didn't have the name of Walnut Grove in the book itself, so people didn't quite know where Walnut Grove was.
Where to find you.
Oh.
So there's Plum Creek, but there's 3 in the state of Minnesota, so good luck trying to find us. Garth Williams, the illustrator of the series, came out and located the dugout site. Said, hey, the Ingalls used to live here. Really? Nobody knew on the property. So we had a few trickle of visitors, but once Michael Landon said, hey, everybody, Walnut Grove is a great town to live in. People came and saw and wanted something to see and do. So we started a museum.
Just a month
And
after
just to refresh everybody, in case someone doesn't remember from last time, the population of Walnut Grove is what?
We're the only town in the last census, 2012 census, that grew. We are now 877 proud residents.
But still, it amazes me that a town of 800 and some odd number can pull off what you pull off. Can you kind of explain to us how you get the job done?
It is wonderful how it started. Very small, of course. Community gets together, bring all their artifacts and little antique pioneer stuff, and then, you know, open up the doors. It was free to begin with in the back of a garage, a shop, garage shop. And then we moved in a railroad depot, and then the depot came in and had more artifacts brought in, and we've grown to a 9-building complex, and right there in town. We are the ones you go to get the directions to go see Pa's Bell, to go see Plum Creek, to visit the campground. We were the first stop.
So you're the main go-to girl for everything in Walnut Grove.
In Walnut Grove, yes.
Now, do you still do the pageant? And did that start from its very conception of your whole idea of the Walnut Grove Museum?
Well, it started because we had all these people coming and they needed something to entertain them. So the show started in 1978 inside the sweltering hot school.
Oh,
wow.
So we had, 400 people in the gym.
Oh, wow.
Very, very uncomfortable. So the next year they decided to go outside of town to a natural amphitheater that's out there by Plum Creek.
Oh, nice.
Oh, perfect.
And so now every year it's held out there. Live action, all volunteer cast, live animals, a prairie fire, all kinds of activities that go on, telling Laura's On the Banks of Plum Creek story.
And when does the pageant happen again?
It happens 3 weekends in July.
See, when it's nice and sunny out.
Sunny out, exactly.
Wow.
Yes, and warm, and of course you're right by Plum Creek, so you have some mosquitoes. So I always encourage people to, bring a sweater because it gets cooler.
Yeah, your mosquito, your bug repellent.
A blanket, chair,
And since this is the anniversary of the 40th year, I bet you have some fabulous stars coming. Can you tell us who's coming to grace you?
Do you have a couple, 2, 3? How many?
We have 10.
10
of the Little House stars.
That's kind of like the whole cast almost.
It feels like it.
Good,
tell us who's coming.
Very excited. And usually we only have 1 star a year. And this time we decided, hey, let's have a reunion.
Oh, cool.
Because we've never had a reunion in Walnut Grove. It's the first time. Probably be the last time because they're, the cast's not getting any younger. But we have, the main stars. You have Allison Arngrim, who plays Nellie. She is a hoot. Oh, I wish
and
she'd
she just wrote that book, right?
Yes, but we can't say that book's name on TV, can
Exactly.
We'll get blurb.
We'll get,
we have Almanzo Wilder, who's Dean Butler.
Yes. Dean Butler.
He's a fabulous gentleman. He's been to Walnut Grove several times.
That's nice.
And new ones that we have not been to Walnut Grove before are Radimus Para. He played John Sanderson Edwards.
Yes.
John, Mr. Edwards' adopted son.
Yes.
And so his first year, Lucy Lee Flippin. I love her name, Lucy Lee Flippin.
That is
Lee Flippin.
She played Eliza Jane Wilder, Almanzo's sister.
Okay.
And then Hersha Parody. She'd be Mrs. Garvey.
Okay.
And she is just so wonderful. I mean, just seeing her on TV, I can't wait to meet her. And then the Greenbush twins, they have been to Walnut Grove in 2008, but Carrie,
right?
And they'll be there. And first time for us, even though we've had a lock of their hair and a pretty dress from them for years and years, the Turnbaugh twins, who played Baby Grace. So we have two of the Ingalls girls coming to Walnut Grove.
Oh,
so that's 2, 4, I believe that's 10.
Wow.
It's a nice cast that's coming. They all get along really well. Oh, Miss Beadle is going to put me in the corner.
Why?
Because Charlotte Stewart's coming too. She is. She played Miss Beadle, and
yeah.
I'm sure as soon as she sees
Beautiful
me, she's
Miss
going to put me in
Beadle.
the
Yeah,
corner.
she probably will.
Just like where Willie was always at.
I was just thinking that same thing. I remember him in,
We have a lot of fun when the
corner.
cast come in. We try to keep it so it's planned out for the guests, the fans of the show. So we have autograph sessions planned.
I was just going to ask that.
Yes,
Wow.
we have 3 days, July 25th, 26th, and 27th. And July 25th and 26th will be a special show at
Of the
7 o'clock
pageant?
at the pageant site for the stars. For an hour and a half they'll be presenting, and then the pageant will start right after that. So it's going to be, again, an epic event.
Yeah.
I don't use that word
So
often.
will they talk about like what went on behind the scenes, and we get all the scoop and
Yes.
dish and the
Yes.
dirt,
The
and
dish
if
and
there
the dirt.
was any dirt
You know,
besides
no,
what was
wait a
on
minute,
Plum
It's such a
Creek.
cute show.
This
You
might
don't
get
Yeah,
me,
you
but
don't think there
Michael
would be
Landon never
dirt.
wore underwear. Can
Who?
you believe that? Michael Landon. Pa. Never
Oh
had
my
underwear
God,
on.
never
That might be
watched that
blurred,
show
but
again
it's
this
true.
year.
Exactly.
It's true.
Wow.
All
He
those
was such
different
a-
stories.
He was such a great actor.
Yes.
Michael Landon. I heard he was such a great person. I don't know if you ever met him or not. but-
I have once in a dream, but no, he
Wow.
passed in 91, so
Right.
unfortunately never got to meet him. But just him using that Walnut Grove, Springfield, Sleepy Eye, Redwood Falls. I mean, audience, you know where those towns are at. He right and looked at that map and used us,
And put you on the map.
yeah. A lot of maps we're not on, but people know about us.
Exactly. Everybody knows about the Laura Ingalls Wilder books. So everybody knows about, like
And
you
can
said,
you
Plum
tell
Creek.
us with the 9 buildings, what are in all of the 9 buildings that you
We have on our
constructed?
complex, we do a lot of hands-on because I go to museums and I try to touch things, and sometimes museums don't like you to touch
No,
things.
they don't.
So I decided, hey, let's have some hands-on, and then just Laura history, telling about the real Laura, the
Right.
3 Lauras, the book Laura, the real Laura, and of course the TV Laura, I love.
Yeah.
And grew up watching the show. I love it. There's an outhouse. Please don't use
nice.
it. Please don't use it.
Does it have that? What did they use? Like, wasn't it a Sears catalog or something?
Sears
in there?
catalog, corn cobs, I
Oh,
mean, all
gosh.
kinds of things in there.
Never.
Peach wrap, the wrapping from Peaches, you'd use that too. I'm not an outhouse fan, but it's a
No.
very cool exhibit.
Still.
And we did build a dugout, just like Laura in her books, 10 by 10, hole in the ground
Really?
structure. We kind of fudged because we didn't have a hill, but you can go inside of it and feel like it would be like Laura Ingalls growing up in 1874 inside of a hole in the ground.
Oh, wow.
Just 5 people living that little hole.
Isn't that
It's kind of
something?
interesting to
Yeah, it would be.
Claustrophobic, maybe?
a little bit.
Oh, wow.
So we have those plans. The museum always growing, more exhibits. We did a special exhibit for the Little House Stars because we had
Whoa.
to, and of course the
Why not?
anniversary. And it's just
gift
so
shop?
much
I
fun.
suppose you have the gift
Oh,
shop
we
all
have a
stocked.
wonderful
Are
gift
there any
shop.
like new things in the gift shop we should know
We
about
do.
this year?
Actually, the fun things, and I brought one for everybody in the audience. And
Ooh, some
I brought some goodies for you this time. We finally have ladies' T-shirts. Sorry, men. You can just give it to your
nice.
girlfriends or your wives.
Oh,
And
cute.
It's a nice
Ingalls
V-neck.
Wilder Walnut
I love this
Grove.
74 when
I
the
do
show and the
too.
museum started.
That's right.
Yeah.
And when
Nice.
Laura Ingalls Wilder came to Walnut Grove for the first time in 1874.
I was going to say, because the TV
There's
show
too
was
many
100
coincidences,
years
isn't there?
after she came, which is, yeah.
And
What
then,
else do you have?
Of course, I have here
Let's just bring
a
it
whole
all up.
pile of goodies. Sorry about that.
Calendar.
I have brand new, hot off the press calendar.
2015
Wow.
for next year.
All of the Laura sites are featured pictured in here.
Okay, so that's got all the buildings that are on the complex.
Wow.
No, actually, it only has a few of our pictures, but all of the sites that Laura lived at.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Better yet.
Mansfield,
and all
Missouri,
the-
Schmidt, South Dakota,
Kansas,
Burr Oak,
Independence,
Peckin.
Kansas.
My favorite is our brand new book that came out last August. It's all about Walnut Grove, so you learn a lot of history, but it also has a lot of information on the TV show, which has never really been published. William Anderson is the go-to person for Laura history.
Really?
And
Now,
he wrote
is
this
he
for
from
us.
Walnut Grove or is he from somewhere else?
He fell in love with Laura when he was about 12.
Okay.
And he wanted to find out where Walnut Grove was. And of course, as I said before, there's 3 Plum Creeks in Minnesota, so he couldn't find it. Wrote a letter to the state, and the state gave him a topographic map of all the lakes and creeks of Minnesota.
So he's the one you mentioned before who went out and actually found.
That was Garth Williams, the illustrator.
Oh, that was that. See,
This
William
gentleman
Williams.
fell in love with Laura, and so he decided to go to college at SDSU over in Brookings, and then he ended up writing his first book about Laura when he was 15.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So you will
Let
find
me
a
see
lot
it.
of books in our gift store
Holy
by
cow.
William Anderson.
Kind of an overachiever, huh?
He's,
Wowza.
again, very excited, and
Wow.
we stay in
Oh,
good
wow.
contact, and there's
signed
interviews
photo.
with the TV stars. There's, the Japanese Little House group that comes over every few years that just love Laura. They love Laura in Japan
Oh, really?
and
Just
in
the
Germany.
kind of a cult following.
It
of,
is.
That
That
is
is
too
nice.
wild.
And
Wow.
France, of course, loves Nellie. Because, Nellie's so polite. She's never, ever mean to anybody.
Oh,
A
of
little
course.
snobbish,
Oh
like
my
the French.
gosh.
Oh, oui, oui.
So all these things are available in the gift store. So you can come on over, say hi to me, or you can
Nice.
also buy them on our website. So we do have an online gift store. WalnutGrove.org has the lodgings, has directions, has all kinds of fun information. And we do, Dean Butler, who played Almanzo, was
Right.
kind enough to do a promo for us. So
Oh,
we're hoping to get
nice.
that link on there as
Ooh.
well. And it's on YouTube, because we all love YouTube.
Exactly.
And it'll be on
Exactly.
Sweet Swine, too,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
On Cluck TV, I'm
Yes.
sure. Yeah. Hello.
And here we have our
Oh,
poster.
pretty.
Oh, the pageant
that's-
poster.
If you want a poster, I will send you a poster for free,
Pageant
no problem.
poster.
You can hang that up.
No, we'll have
around
to
your town.
put that up in the
Yeah.
giddy up. Can we
I
do
think
that,
so,
Nicole? Put it in the
too.
giddy up?
Yes, ma'am.
I just really love this
I do,
t-shirt.
too. It's
Yeah,
so
I know.
cute.
And how many of these did you bring? Did you bring enough for just Prairie Ann and I, or did you
No,
bring?
no. I brought enough T-shirts, books, and calendars for the whole
audience.
Look how generous they are on the
Coming
Grove.
here.
Oh, thank you,
I
Nicole.
love- I was
And
just
the
gonna
studio
say,
audience, thank
yeah.
you. This is amazing.
I hope
love
that a few
these
of the
Wow.
studio audience have been here before, so
So
they have a
giving.
nice collection.
Oh, yes.
Exactly,
We'll have
they
our own
will.
museum. We'll have our own
Yay.
little house on the prairie museum with all of our
Exactly.
things.
And if you'd
good
like to get your
information.
own little brochure so you can have all the up-to-date information, just go on our website, you can download
Okay.
it,
And-
or give me a call, I'll mail you one.
If you need a hotel room and you're coming from a distance, what is the closest town that?
I usually refer to Marshall or
Okay.
Redwood Falls. Those are probably the closest, because I'm sure the other ones are already all taken. Walnut Grove, unfortunately, only has 877 people, so it does not have a hotel.
Hotel, that's what I
Right.
wabout. Yeah, so.
And it does have a
How about
lovely
camping?
campground.
Yeah,
Yes, it
that's
does
what I
have
was
a
going to
lovely
say. If someone
campground.
wanted to bring their camper, they would.
Yep,
Or their
there's a-
tents, or
And
is.
a pretty
it
good sized
is.
campground for everybody coming?
I'm sorry to say the campground's already full for.
Oh my,
Oh, wow.
see? You got to
And you
plan
have
ahead
one,
when
two,
you're
three,
coming
four,
to
five,
the.
You have 6 listed here. Wow.
So,
That's
and
amazing.
We always, there's a new hotel that's being built in Marshall as well, so that's an opportunity to have more lodging. It's 30
Nice.
miles
So
away.
do you get
and-
volunteers? You have to get volunteers from outside of Walnut Grove, don't you? Or just is this totally a Walnut Grove production?
It's pretty much a Walnut Grove
Wow,
production,
I'm
but we
just-
have
I'm
cast
amazed.
members that come in because they're so excited. Like last year, we had a little girl from northeast Minnesota, and she played. Was she Laura last year? And she just loved
wow.
it. They camped out in the campground, and for the whole year, for the whole season, she was in town with her
Oh,
father.
wow.
And, so people do come in from other areas.
And just stay there for
Yeah,
a
yeah,
while.
for a little while, or drive. It's a lot of fun. My daughter was in it for 9 years, and she was Laura her first year, so
Oh,
she's
fun.
won't read the books because Mom, I lived it.
I
Oh,
lived it.
wow.
I don't have
So-
to. She was just channeling
Yes.
Laura, so
And we have a
that's-
lot of things to do in town besides just. Of course, you
the-
gotta go to
yeah.
the museum.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's what
And
I
the
got
gift
foremost
shop.
for the museum
And
first
I
and foremost.
encourage, please bring a towel because you're going to want to get your feet wet in Plum Creek and see if you can get some leeches on your legs.
Oh.
Ew, no way.
That's
Really?
what Laura did. That's, you have
I
to
know,
do it.
but yeah.
But there are, I draw
So is there really leeches in there?
There's little leeches. They're
Little
not very
leeches,
big,
not
though.
very big.
And then we do have Lake Laura, so you can go swimming while you're in town, go fishing if you want to bring your fishing pole. Laura loved to fish on the TV show.
Yes, I
Yep.
remember that too.
And a restaurant, Snelly's Cafe, go for a piece of pie. Our Walnut Grove Bar and Grill, you got to go there because it's one of my favorite places to be. Great food and good people. And you can get gas at the gas station, Hoyt Oil. It's now Sinclair Gas. I always
There's
forget.
like 800 people, 877 people
Mind
in
blowing.
town. There's, wow.
2 cool stores. So if you like antiques, ladies, make sure you
Ooh,
bring your trunk
doesn't?
empty. We have Antique Shop,
Bring it.
Fond Memories,
Bring
and
your
then we
trailer.
also have
I'll bring my
Junk
trailer.
with Purpose, which I
that
love going
sounds
to the
What was
back
that
room.
called?
Junk with Purpose.
Oh, Junk with Purpose. That
Yes.
sounds like my kind of
It
store.
does.
Yes, and
Yay.
if you want to retire to Walnut Grove, we have the Country View assisted living that you can retire to Walnut Grove. It's a nice little town.
Wow.
Oh, maybe we can get Cousin John to head over
Retire
there.
to Walnut Grove.
Exactly, and we could like take
Before
this
all
over
these little
and
promo things
yeah,
happen,
before
live
these promo
promos.
things
And of course,
happen,
small
really.
towns always have a grocery store. So our Bubai, you can go there and get your little picnic lunch to go to Plum
Oh, that
Creek
would be
and
fun.
have a nice lunch. And
Wow.
our Legion Club, it's a small town, so we always either have a VFW or have a Legion
a
Club.
Exactly.
We had the Legion Club. And the nice thing during our pageant time is the whole town pitches in. So, make sure we have all
Yeah.
these visitors fed. So
Exactly.
and we
That's
have
one
park
thing about
events.
Minnesota
Fed and
nice,
watered.
isn't it? Fed and watered.
Exactly.
More
And-
food than what you need.
Usually
Yeah.
corn dogs and, my favorite, the foot-long hot dogs.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll have a family event in the park that takes place every Saturday. So there'll be entertainment for the kids.
Even through the pageant month? You
Yes, that's what we just do
Wow.
that for the pageant weekends on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
So it's a lot of hands-on, park vendors, people bring in their wares, their caricatures sometimes there to draw your pretty picture of Plum Creek. I love the one he did of
Nice.
Allison a couple years ago. So cute.
Wow.
Nellie,
Yeah,
again.
that's happening.
She's one of my favorites. Yeah, good night.
Okay, I guess
I
it
cannot
looks
believe
like
this.
I am getting
the
the
wrap-up
wrap-up
sign,
sign. Is there
of
anything
course.
more you need to add,
Yeah.
Nicole, or
I'm
are you
just
good?
excited about this
We're-
event, and of course, come to Walnut Grove
The
anytime.
10
We really, love to
Yeah,
have
and we're
people.
just
who are
thrilled
full
the
time.
10
you
stars.
agreed to come
10
back and
stars.
see us and tell us all about this
gosh.
wonderful event. And look at there's Lewis just screaming at us.
It doesn't.
Never enough
Okay,
No, there
well,
isn't.
we'll see you at the pageant.
Yes,
And
thank you.
remember, everyone, we share small town stories with big town attitude, for we are the women of Sweet Swine County. Bye-bye for now.